All right, Shalom. From the we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Hamakakolas Bakatam. The honor to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone, and to all I can cause the globe, pushing the real truth and serial, and say Shalom. So I died now from the Great Millstone Camp of Chicago. I'm redoing the lesson I did earlier on my live. I'm not sure if it's uploaded or going to upload or not. It said I had an error on it, so I'm gonna do the lesson over, man. Through the Spirit, but point is, it's a continuation from Saturday's camp. Let me see if I'm still recording, man. Right? A continuation from Saturday's camp, man. Toward the end, we're talking about prepping, and how these people are going to prep for Doomsday, man. But really, Doomsday prepping and preparing yourself for the day of the Lord. All right? And Lord willing, that's an edifying. Hebrews 10 and 21 said, having Hebrews 10 and 22. So let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. All right, so it's going to let us come to the Lord with a pure heart, a pure mind, truth and sincerity, knowing that the Lord is promised us a great reward for our labor, a great reward for our work. And that's why we do this work to reap the benefits, all right, of the Lord's mercy, which is ultimately salvation. All right, by what? By taking adherence into the word, which is the scriptures, man. All right, we're preparing and wiping our minds clean, all right, of the filth that we have learned. All right, and we're being cleansed by the washing of the word. All right, verse 23. Let us hold fast to the profession of our faith without wavering. For he is faithful that promise, right, man? We got to hold on to what we have. All right, the promises, the reward of our labor. All right, the Lord said, I am how I change not, for the sons of Jacob are not consumed. All right, it's impossible for the Most High to lie. If we do these works, prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually for the rising and for the returning of our Savior, Yahweh Shai, then we'll be okay. All right? Not to be dismayed or troubled at the turbulence, the tribulations and trials and the sufferings that we are going to partake in the truth. All right, the scripture talk about everything written aforetime, written for our learning. So we have the examples set before us of men, all right, men of the Lord who let their faith so shine, man. All right, having the confidence of our Lord and Savior that He's going to deliver them out of the lion's den, out of fiery furnace, man, out of jail. You see? And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. That's why it's important that we go out here and we be examples and go out here and teach the flock. We get together and we're breaking bread. We're building each other up. Okay. They're not like shine before men, but also is to encourage brethren to add into your spiritual bank account. All right, to fill our gas tank up, our spiritual gas tank with faith. All right. We're seeing the signs. We're seeing the visitation of the Lord. All right, through through his wonders, man, through the earthquake, through the fires, through the riots, ultimately through the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, which is going to be implanted, all right, mandated for the whole world. Okay? And that's why we have to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shai Shai, man. Because we see the evil days drawing nigh. So for we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remains no more sacrifice for sins. Right? We're not going back into the world, man. You see, if you prepare yourself, if you're not preparing yourself, if you're not grounded and rooted in the faith, you're going to go back. All right, he said, no man put his hand to the plow, look back is fit for the kingdom. See, if you go back into the world, then you have nothing to look forward to but what? But a certain fearful looking of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. All right, so we go back into the world. That means you haven't prepared yourself. The scripture talk about if thou come serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you're not preparing yourself for the walk ahead. All right, you're not going to be equipped to handle, the losing of a family, the losing of your wife and your kids and your job, and of your comfortability. You see, and those things which you are deemed to hold dear, all right, the Lord will take those away just to test you. Say, first He will try you by or take you by crooked paths. You see, and if you can't handle those things, then you're only going to abide for a short while, and you're going to go back into the world. Why? Because you wasn't rooted. All right, and that judgment that's going to come upon you is the ICBM missiles, man. All right, you got to understand that we're preparing ourselves for the day of judgment. All right, that we don't sit in the judgment seat with sinners. All right, that we don't receive the said perils. All right, Proverbs 16:4 says, the Lord Yahweh have made all things for Himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. On that day of evil, you go to where evil means bad times. Let's see if it still said that. It says bad, evil, disagreeable, unpleasant, evil giving pain. All right. You just say bad times. All right. Worse than, worse, sad, unhappy, hurtful. You see? Distress, trouble. It says great, exceedingly great grief, grievous. All right. So the day of the Lord is going to be very painful, very hurtful, very grievous. You see? And that's who the Lord is reserving His judgment for. Okay? Let's get Second Esdras. Second Esdras 7:41. So even so now, seeing corruption has grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? All right, and this is it can be applied right now. All right, because wickedness has been increased. All right, the day of evil is because wickedness and corruption and false judgment, unrighteous decrees is what's being is what's running the world right now, under the leadership of Esau, Edom. Okay. So he answered and said, the present life is not the end, with much glory doth abide. Therefore, they have prayed for the weak, man. Right? This present life is not where our glory is, man. This present life is set for destruction of this world, man. This age, this time frame, this period of in history, this moment in time, all right, is reserved, all right, for wrath, okay, for evil, or of war and of pestilence. That's why we're out here prophesying to prepare the people of the trials and the tribulations and the great and glorious day of Yahweh Shemi Shai's return. That's why we're out here praying, all right, for brothers and their families, man, for the elect and their families, for the 144 and their families, man. You see, it says, verse 43, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. All right, so the day of doom is what's set for the end of this time. Early in the chapter it says what? Let's see if I can get it. It might be 6. Maybe not. All right, we're talking about Esau holding the heel of or Jacob holding the heel of Esau. Where Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it. They'll follow. So the end of Esau's reign is going to come a fiery indignation and a day of doom. You see? We can't get the kingdom without destruction coming to this place. So we're preparing ourselves against the day of judgment. By putting on the whole armor. You see? That's what's going to prepare us, man. The comfort in the scriptures, man. The comfort and the hope of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right? See, the day of doom is coming to this place, man. It's going to come a great wrath, all right, and fire and vengeance from our Lord. Joel. So Joel 2:1 said, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Right, he said, lift up your voice like a trumpet and spare not. You see? The Lord said in Ezekiel, said, give them warning from me. That's our job, to give you warning. When you warn somebody, right, if I say, hey, it's very cold outside, all right? Well, that's the warning to let you know, hey, you need to put on your thermals and your boots and all the your sweaters and your hoodie and your winter jacket and your scarf and your mittens. You see? So we're asking you to prepare yourself. All right, we're sounding the alarm. We're trying to prepare you for the tidal wave. When that tornado alarm goes off, right? What they say, you go down to the lowest room in your home. You see? All right, and that's us sounding the alarm, trying to prepare you from the destruction that's coming, to take heed. All right, this is now a high time to wake out of sleep. See, we're warning you that you should have been ready. You should have been getting prepared. The day of the Lord is going to come like a thief. You see? The day of the Lord is at hand, man. You're seeing it. The chip is being talked about more and more. All right, they're declassifying and doing worldwide and nationwide reports on the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, man. All right, Esau preparing himself. That's why they got these satellites and these space stations and these deep underground missiles, man. You see? They gathered up their armies. You see? Verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and the strong. There has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations, man. And the day of the Lord is a darkness, man. All right? A German shepherd haired, pale faced, red, demonic abomination is not going to come down from heaven riding on a rainbow of Skittles, passing out lollipops and party hats, man. You see? You're going to come in a chariot. You're going to block out the sun. You're going to cover the earth. All right? And Michael and the archangels in the chairs are going to come. All right? And they're going to deliver a death blow to this place, man. All right? Via through the chairs and also through these nuclear missiles that are in these silos that are spread across the world, man. All right? The mushroom clouds, the explosions, the radiation, and the so-called nuclear winter that's going to occur, man. All right? You know, this is going to be a memorial for those who live after, a testament to those who live after. All right, for America, for a sign of America that for people that live ungodly, man. Roughly paraphrase, excuse my babbling, you know, not babbling, but excuse my my enunciation of words, man. I stutter and I'm missing a couple of teeth. So yeah, man. But the Lord is coming, man, to rain down vengeance on this place. All right. Says a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Talk about these chariots, man. The nuclear warhead in the front, and the propulsion system in the back, man. All right, with the fire coming out. All right, they're gonna burn and devour this place, man. All right, that's the doomsday. You see? You see? Hold on, let's get that in this real quick. I want to see if I can get some. Get this real quick. Second Edge is 9. So Second Edge 9 I'm gonna go through it real quick. He said, he answered me. Well, let's finish this first. Decent in order, big guy. All right. So right back to Joel verse 2 and 3 said, fire before them and behind them a flame burneth, the land of as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Man, like Eden means paradise. I mean, hey, that destruction is going to come across the world, man. Some are going to get nuked more than others, man. All right, you see, and the Lord's Spirit is going to be in these missiles, man. You know, you're going to. Hey, he said His word will not come back void, but it shall go forth and prosper in the way that He sent it. You see. All right, the Lord has purposed this destruction, this doomsday, and He's giving us warning of how to prepare ourselves, right? For the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Some of those missiles, man. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, shall they leap like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as strong people set in battle array, man. Right, man. It's gonna be a plethora of missiles, man. Let's say even 20,000. Damn, let me see if I get another Bible app open up. I don't have another Bible app, do I? Let me see. Let me see. Daniel 7. Let me see. I don't think I said. It's in Revelations. Damn, I forgot a word. All right, but you know the Lord will come with a bunch of missiles, man, gonna rock this place, man. All right, you see, that's the day of doom, man. All right, it's the ICBM missiles getting let loose in the chariots of the Lord. So like the noise of okay, verse 6 is before their face, the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness, man. Right there, man. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be crying, weeping. All right, dismayed. You know, a few years ago, that they had a false alarm, a false missile attack in Hawaii. When they sounded the alarm, the people were running and hiding in sewers, man. You see, trying to hide from the destruction from the day of the Lord, man. You see, people were crying and thought their life was going to end at any moment, man. And that's the great fear that the Lord going to put upon people, man. All right, that they're going to wish they had listened to the man of the Lord, man. Verse 7 it says, "They shall run like mighty men; they shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, man." Right, man. They're gonna go exactly where the Lord has purposed them, man. Each missile is designed to do a specific work, all right, to do a great damage and destruction to wherever it lands, man. You see? Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path. When they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. All right? Okay? They're not going to be hacked in and directed to go other places, man. You see? You're not going to get a hacker in the mom basement, all right, trying to change the latitude or longitude of those missiles. Okay? America's missile defense system is not going to do it no good, man. That Golden Dome or that what they call it, that dome, where they supposed to have like a protection over their military, over their bases, over their certain areas, man. It's not going to help. So they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall fall upon the wall. They shall climb upon the horses. They shall enter into the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. And the heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. All right? It's going to be loud, man. Those missiles are loud. Not only when they start coming down, you get to hear them, but when they boom and hit the ground, the shock waves and the dust and the fire, all right, they're going to rock this place, man. It's going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. You see? All right? And it's going to be, the slain of the Lord shall be many, man, to a horse's bridle, to a camel's hump. You see? This is the doomsday that we're trying to prepare ourselves against. The 2 Corinthians 9 and 1, it said, he answered me he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the sign path which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so we are measuring the time. All right, hey, we're prepared ourselves. The Lord has given the elect time to get ready, so to speak, man. Okay, because we're seeing the uproars of the people. We're seeing the implementation of the C-hip, the microchip. All right, we're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places. Man, hell, you got L.A. preparing for a fucking hurricane, man. You see? So we're seeing that the Lord is visiting this place. The chariots are making themselves very known. All right, taking over missile silos and nukes. Okay, we know this is the end, man. The dollar has crashed. All right. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and effects and signs. Right, man. The Lord is plainly speaking. If you can receive it. See, the men of the Lord are seeing these signs, and we're getting our house in order, man. Are we asking and praying for more faith, more comfort, more strength, more mercy? You see? And everyone shall be saved, verse 7. Everyone shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you believed. All right, so we're going to get saved by our works and our faith and our belief. That's how we're preparing us. We're asking the Lord, hey, Warabium Amawanium. All right, give me more faith. Shalak Warabium Amawanium. Send me more faith. Send more faith. Kasadium, send more mercy. You see? That's how we're preparing ourselves by indulging, all right, and engulfing ourselves in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, man. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, where I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, man. You see? We want to be preserved from the said perils, man. All right? The four sword judgments, let's get that. Sparky. Come on, phone. It says Ezekiel 14:21, it said, for thus saith the Lord of Yahweh, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence to cut off from it man and beast, man. Right, man. The Lord said He gonna visit them that are settled on their leaves. Okay. Hey, the Lord is was a man. We said the beast tear. Hold on. To the beast to tear. Come on, man. Jeremiah 15:3. It says, and I will appoint over them four kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy, man. All right? So that's what the Lord I'm going to do again, man. All right? The Lord is going to open up these zoos. All right? He's going to open up, have the animals come from the mountains down into the cities, man. All right, you got mountain lions in Illinois, man. You got black bears in Illinois. You see, those things are not, well, they're native to America, but they were once removed from those lands many moons ago, man. Now the Lord is bringing them back. That's also part of the day of doom, man. You see, those bad times. Okay? That's what we're trying to prepare ourselves again, man, to make sure that we're preparing ourselves for the day of doom, man. All right? Let me see, I'll get second narrative 9 real quick. Okay, that's all right. I got that already. Second at 6. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I already quoted that. Right, 6 and 9, it said, for Esau at the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and other question, as just asked thou not. All right, so Esau is the end of the world, man. All right, and his end of the world is coming with a fiery, a violent end, man. All right, Zephaniah. Zephaniah 1:14, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastiness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. So where do you guys get this happy, peaceful ending from, man? And the day of the Lord is going to be dark, filled with trouble, anguish. You see? All right? And the Lord is visiting the world right now, man. You know, inflation is I went to the store yesterday, man, and I'm gonna tell you, man, hey, I'm gonna hate going to work, you know, to pay for this BS, these high ass prices, man. You see, and this is just the beginning, the beginning. This is the end of the end, the beginning of the end of the end, man. All right, and there's much more trouble that lies ahead, man. All right, you're gonna have people eating their children, man. You see, you're gonna have these martial law troops coming in, removing Jake out of their houses. You know, there's nothing good coming to this place. All right, and here we are, sounding the trumpet, giving the warning. All right, he said, to prepare yourself for the day of the Lord, man. There's verse 16, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon them that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and the blood shall be poured out as the dust, and the flesh as the dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. We shall make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, man. And they're going to destroy the place in an hour, man. All right, the day of the Lord is gloominess, man. All right, nobody likes to go outside when it's cloudy and when it's dark. You know, when I say dark, I mean dark without no lights. You see, who wants to go in a burning building, man? All right, so the Lord's day is a day of reckoning, man. What do you say? He shall destroy the sinners out of it. I'm not gonna get it. It's Amos 5. Um, Amos 5 and 13 says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Right, man? The Jacob's trouble, all right, is here. All right, and it's only going to increase more and more as the day of the Lord gets closer, man. All right, you're not going to be able to find us on the internet, definitely not on the highways and the byways. You're not going to find us on Snapchat or TikTok, Facebook. You see, but the Lord's going to hide us, man. He says, shall wit hide itself? You see, the Lord's going to take us out of the off of the highways and the byways. All right. You see, the scripture about seek the Lord while he may be found, and calling him while he is near. All right, that's how you prepare yourself, man, by calling on the Lord. All right, but you guys cast away his word. You misuse and abuse his prophets, man. You see? Therefore, the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for this evil time. Right, we're not going to go out there prophesying the downfall of America where martial law troops are on the highways and byways. Nobody need to prophesy when the prophecies already came to pass, man. You see? Seek good and not evil, that you may live. And so the Lord, Yahweh, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. You see? So our job is to seek good, all right, to do what's right, to maintain our integrity, all right, to remain brotherly and vigilant and diligent. You see? To remain hopeful, to remain charitable. See? To keep on adding positive attributes to you, all right? So when the Lord comes, man, hey, we won't be sitting in the judgment seat, man. It says, hate the evil, love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph, man. All right? So we're looking for the day of the Lord, man. All right, because evil times are coming. You see, and we're not going to be doing this much longer. All right, and we're preparing ourselves, not with rice and money. All right, not with food and guns. All right, but we're laying up our treasures in heaven, man. I'm afraid I think that's the next one too. Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and 34 says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Hey, the Lord is coming back for destruction, man. Okay? You're not coming back for for all of Israel, man, but for the remnant, the 144. Started with the 144. All right? You see? The day of the Lord, my friend, look at that word sword. I think I ever looked into that word sword. Sword. A large knife used for killing animals and cutting up flesh. It says, figuratively, war, judicial punishment, man. All right, who's the judge? Doesn't the judge issue out punishment? You see? Life without parole. You see? Death by lethal injection. Firing squad. Beheadings. You see? ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Raise coming out the hand of the Lord with the chariots, man. All right? Beams of light coming out of the chariots. And that's a sword. That's what the Lord is bringing to this place, man. Destruction. Matthew 6 and 20, starting 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor dust corrupt, and where the thieves do not break through nor steal. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right, so we're not storing up monetary, a tangible gold and silver, man. IRAs and 401ks, trust funds, and Bitcoin. All right, but the treasure we laying up is our works. You see, our faith. Esau can't come and take that away tangibly. All right, and we're not the ones that's going to draw back. We're not the ones that's going to, Lord willing, Yahweh forbid that we fall at the atrocities and the wiles of Esau Edom, man. You see, because he's going to cause, because he's going to do a lot of lying wonders, a lot of mischievous deeds that a lot of people are going to fall. The majority of people are going to fall for. But like the Lord said, if it were possible, he should deceive the very elect. It's not possible. Okay? Because our heart, our mind, our treasure is in Yahweh Shai. That's our preparation, man. We're preparing ourselves to for the hard times ahead, man. I feel like I keep on saying it, man. Come on. With Solomon. Sirach 2:1 said, my son, as I come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we are preparing our soul, all right, for whatever we may come across in our walk, man. You see? All right, so we got to make we got to understand that we are not greater than our master. We are going to go through things that's going to test our faith, right? Because in the end, if you don't prepare, if you don't count the cost, then you're not preparing yourself for the day of doom. Okay, counting the cost, preparing ourselves, making sure we got all the equipment needed to build this house. You got your nails, you got your wood, you got your trusses, you got your brackets and your braces, you got your pipes laid in correctly, man. You got your inner and outer wall. You got you got all these, you got your hammer, you got your tape measure, you see your compass, and you got your saw. You got to make sure you got all the things, all the tools you need, all right, to build the desired plan that you have for your house, man. Same way, we got to prepare our soul. We got to know that we're going to get ridiculed. We're going to get talked about. The Bible is not popular amongst those who really don't understand it, man. You see? Losing things, losing your wife, losing your kids, losing your home, losing your jobs, losing yourself, and making and creating a new man. That's how you prepare yourself, man. Because that old man is not going to get on them chairs, man, but that old man is going to be reserved for the day of evil. Just like the Lord said in that Proverbs, you see? It says, I heard aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble, man. All right? And we haven't resisted unto blood, man. So what trouble are you really in? You see? If you can't get over certain things now, man, how you think you're going to be able to withstand the temptation that awaits us ahead, man? Without preparation, without setting your mind right, you're not going to be able to do it. Okay? This is on 1 Peter 4. And 1 said, for as much then as Messiah has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that hath suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. All right? So we got to arm ourselves. Let's get that word arm. arm ourselves, right? Armed to furnish with arms to provide. Metaphor to take on the same mind. All right, we got prepared and having the same mind as the Lord. You see, constantly enduring, rebuking Satan, praying to the Lord. All right, continuing the things we have learned. All for what? All so we won't get destroyed, man. Also we can be. Also we don't have to face those said perils, the day of doom. This is ended on here, Ephesians. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might, man. Hey, man, we gotta trust and know, all right, that we are preparing the right way. All right, trusting in our power. Yasharala, he is Prince of the power. Yah, he Shar, Prince of our power, man. You see? All right, trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, that's how we prep, by trusting, building up our faith, building up our confidence, building up our strength. All right? Verse 11 said, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand the wiles of the devil. All right, so that's how we prepare us, by putting on everything the Lord gives us to put on, man. All right? Taking all the equipment with us, man. Your elbow pads, your knee pads, you know, put on your work glasses, your hard hat, your gloves, your steel-toed boots, man. Hey, man, we're ready for war, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Hey, this is a spiritual battle. All right, we're not going to fight the Lord of Esau. We're not going to fight Esau with carnal weapons, man. That's why we're not prepping like the world preps, man. We're not storing up buckets of ammunition and closet full of artillery, all right, with 30 pounds of rice and rainwater, man. You see? But we're preparing ourselves for the spiritual attack that Satan's going to unleash, okay? Preparing our mind for even the physicality of it. Some of us may be going to prison. Some of us may be going to the camps. Some of us may be going to be martyred at the what do you call it? When they chop off your head, man, the guillotines. You see, verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, man, preparing ourselves. All right, going through these battles, man. That's why we fighting. Like remember say, man, we bleed in practice, we sweat in practice, and we don't bleed in battle. That's that's why we prepare ourselves. Going through the daily fights and battles and the conflicts in your mind that Satan is trying to plague you with, man. You see, but knowing the confidence, the faith, and the power, the faith that we have, and the power that we have in our Lord and Savior, man. That's how we're prepping. We're prepping with the Lord, man. We're prepping with the confidence that we're going to get salvation, man. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of peace, with the preparation of the gospel of peace. All right, and putting on the whole uniform, man. All right. So above all, taking the shield of faith. We read that earlier. All right. We're going to escape by our faith and by our works. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. Everything Satan throw at you. Boom. Hey, we already prepared for that. All right, I've been studying the tape. I know you drop your hand when you get ready to throw that jab. All right, or I know you move your hips a certain way when you try to do a kick. Hey, we know how to counter that now, man. Hey, we've been prepping. We've been battling. We've been in the trenches, man. All right? And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, man. All right, that's what. That's how we prep. By taking the sword, the word that engrafted, that engrafted word that's able to save our souls, man. You see? All right, taking the Lord to go before us, man. Taking that Lord and wielding that sword, which is the word, man. See, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper, man. And we gotta believe that. Okay? We're prepping the right way. We don't need no gold, no silver, no guns, no MRAPs, no F-16 fighter pilots, man. All we need is the word, all right, the sword of the Lord and faith. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, man. All right, so we're watching, man. We're watching the signs just like everybody else, man. All you brothers and few sisters, man, hey, we're watching. We're standing on our watch, man. All right, the day of the Lord won't take the elect as a thief in the night. All right, let's get this real quick because I gotta get it. I must needs invincible. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5. Let me get to the point. Damn. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 15. But the righteous live forevermore. The reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. All right? That's what we trusted in, man. All right? Living forever, man. Taking that mortal clothing I put on the immortal, man. All right? Receiving them palms and crowns from the How About Me Outside, man. All right? So we can reign with him in paradise. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them, man. That's what it is, man. All right? So woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he should not be defended. All right? And we're not faint-hearted, man. Why? Because we trust. We know we prepared ourselves to the utmost of our ability, man. All right? We've done the push-ups. We've done our calisthenics. We ate right, so to speak, man. You know, we're doing the things necessary for salvation. All right? That's how we're prepping, man. All right? Having confidence in our, some confidence in our work, so to speak, without being prideful, man. So he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword. The world shall fight with him against the unwise. All right, and hey, the Lord put on his whole garment, his uniform. Okay. Hey, how much more us? If the Lord doing it, hey, we should be doing it too. All right. Okay. He says, then shall the right aiming, all right. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds as from a well-drawn bow, they shall fly to the mark. Hey, that's the missiles, man. Or that's the the fire coming from them chariots, man. And the hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall be laid waste, the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty, man. And that's the day of doom, man. And we're trying to get delivered out of that. The elect are going to get delivered out of that. Why? Because they're protected by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. With that, I want to say, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Until next time, shalom and a Bible ball.